Jesus. Thank you for your Holy Spirit. As we surrender all to you now, that you might fill this house, that I might carry out your plan, that I might preach your word. Bless the word as you have blessed it unto me, that I might bless it unto your people. Bless us now in the name of Jesus we pray. Amen. Praises and honor be given God our Father, Jesus Christ our Savior, the Holy Spirit our Comforter and our Guide, to all of the ministers of the gospel, to you my brothers and sisters in Christ Jesus. Amen. I thank God for this opportunity in this day to be back in the house of God one more time. Amen. Amen. God is a good God.
Yes, He is.
Yes, He is. Amen. He's a real good God. He take care of us when we can't take care of ourselves.
Yes, sir.
Amen. Solicit your prayers. From the passages of scripture that was read in your hearing. Luke 6. Verse 28, verse 38. Verse 38. Luke 6, verse 38. Familiar passage. I'm reading from the New Century Version. You have it? And it says, give and you will receive. You will be given much. Pressed down, shaken together, and running over. It will spill into your lap. The way you give to others is the way God will give to you. Amen. I want to talk from this subject this morning. What you make happen for others, God will make happen for you. Amen. What you make happen for others, God will make happen for you. Amen. Giving is a principle that we don't like to talk about. It seems that the enemy has blocked our minds when it comes to giving. The enemy has deterred us, and we have joined in with the complaints about the church is all about money. I remember not long ago seeing on Facebook a status where someone says, I'm looking for a good church, and someone responded, well, be prepared to pay. I'm reminded of another one where I saw that they took a picture of a fancy car and then a picture of a regular car and says, the good car is what the pastor driving, and the regular car is what you driving, and yet you give in the church. But what they don't realize is that in the black church, the pastors are multi-employed. In other words, we have other jobs other than the church job. Amen? So we've taken on this idea that we don't want to give. I'm not giving. I'm not going to give anything to the church because the pastor getting it all. Y'all gonna pray me, aren't you? I ain't talking about nobody, just talking about what I'm talking about. So we miss out on the blessings of God because we decide to keep what we have, and then have the audacity to say, where the money going?
All right.
All right now.
The text gives us the principle of Jesus, and in order to really understand the text, you have to understand where the text was taking place. Jesus had just come out of being tempted by Satan the day prior. You know the story, how he was tempted of him in the wilderness, and then upon being tempted of him in the wilderness, the Bible says that he went into the temple and began to teach in the temple. And not only did he teach in the temple, but the Bible says that on the Sabbath day, there was a man there who had a withered hand, and he healed the man on the Sabbath day, and the Pharisees became upset. The Bible says that the next day, it's in the text, the next day that when he got up, he went and chose his disciples, and then he took them back up into the mountain and began to teach them. And in the teaching, he laid out the plan for the church and how the church is to operate. He talked about the Beatitudes, how you're blessed when men talk about you, when men reveal you. You are blessed if you don't respond. Whenever we respond to people criticizing us, whenever we respond to people talking about us, then we take away the blessing that God gives us, because he said, you're blessed because you follow after me. Pray for just a little while. I promise I won't be too long. So the blessings of God come when we follow after God, and because we follow him, the things that come is the outcome of things. People talking about you and revealing you and calling you all kinds of things. And then he went on to say, love your enemy. And sometimes your enemy could be yourself. Because in order to love your neighbor like yourself, you have to love yourself. He said, love your enemy and do good to them. Pray for them that despitefully use you. Bless them who curse you. See, setting up the church. And then he comes to the text and says, judge not, and you won't be judged. So in other words, if you judge, you will be judged. Condemn not, and you will not be condemned. Then it says, give, and it shall be given. Now, earlier in the text, he says, give and expect nothing back. Y'all remember hearing that? He says, when you lend, don't look for anything in return. When a man, a woman slap you, offer them the other cheek. And if they take your coat, the New Living says, give them your shirt also. When you lend, don't expect nothing back. But then he comes to the text and says, give, and it will be given you. So then, when we lend, we are doing the will of God. And when we do the will of God, God will repay us. Y'all get that? So he says, give, and it will be given unto you. Now, we have a problem with giving because we're so used to getting.
Well,
we'll give $7 for a plate of food. Only because we're getting something in return.
That's right.
And if the food is not that good, we're going to complain. You ain't give but $7. I haven't been in a restaurant in years where I paid $7. Not even McDonald's. Give. And I said that to say this. I will set you up.
All right.
I want to start a new ministry. A giving ministry.
All right.
And this ministry is called the necessity ministry. In other words, whatever we may come against, whatever we may need, we need the money. The other Sunday, Randy says, we need to give more. He didn't think I heard him. He said, I give, and we need to give more because Pastor can't keep doing what he's doing. Rick can't keep doing what he's doing. Our back's bad. Right. We need to give more so that we might have money that we can hire people to do what we need to get done. I'm a giver. In the past 3 weeks for the kingdom building, I have given $2,100. $789.
Right now.
Not counting the $100 a month.
Jesus.
For the ministry of the church. And the reason I give is not to brag, but the reason I give is because I know the Lord's going to give it back.
All right.
There was a song that says, the more you give, the more he'll give to you. Just keep on giving because it's really true. You can't beat God's giving, no matter how you try. I'm trying.
You can't do it, Doc.
And in a couple of Sundays, you're going to see the outcome of what that $2,100 went towards. Because I'm trying to build a ministry for the Lord Jesus Christ, and you have to have the tools.
Yeah.
So then I want to start a necessity ministry, and in the necessity ministry, what I need you to do is give $1 a day.
All right.
That's $7.
That's right.
Can you give God $1 a day? You throw that on the dressing with change.
Yes. That's right, Rev.
Just Pepsi costs $1 now.
And some change.
And some change. Can you give up one Pepsi a day? $7. Can you give up one of those $10 lottery tickets a week? I mean, you give your $10 for a lottery ticket. Sometimes you win and sometimes you don't.
That's right.
And when you add it up, you lose more than you win. Because you're trying to get something. The text says, give, and it will be given unto you. Pressed down, shaken together, and running over. Now, God is a giver. And if we are followers of God, then we are to give. God gave his son. God so loved the world that he gave his only son. Not only that, but God so loved us that he gave his son to be the perpetuator for our sins. In other words, God gave Jesus to die for us that we have forgiveness every day of our lives. Mercy is new every day. He gives. Jesus gives. Jesus gave his life that we might have life. And not only this, the enemy understands the principle of giving. But he don't want you to. Watch this. When Jesus was in the wilderness, he said, the Bible says that when Jesus denied him from turning the stones into bread, the Bible says that Satan took him into the highest seat of the mountain and showed him all the kings and said, I will give you the kingdom if you bow down. He understood that he had to give something in order to get something. You can't continue to get something and not give anything.
That's right.
So I'm asking. I'm not begging. I'm asking. $7. Beside the tithe. $1 a day. And if we do that, we can, the church can function. So Jesus says, give, and it will be given unto you. Press down. Press down. Have you ever, I can remember when I used to wash my own clothes down there, that's what I'm saying. I didn't have a clothes basket. Like a lot of y'all, I use a bag, a pill basket. And in order to get all my clothes in the pillowcase, I had to press it down. And after I pressed it down, I had to sit. And most times it was running over. Because I chose not to wash every week. I hear you. I went to Walmart and got some new ones.
Had enough for 2 weeks.
Pressed down, shaken together, and running over. And it says, running over in your lap. And when it's running over in your lap, it's still yours. In other words, you won't have room to receive it. Many times we think running over means the overflow. And the overflow goes to others. But it says running over in your lap. In other words, you're still gathering. You don't have no room in your pockets. You don't have room in your pocketbook, so you're gathering it in your lap.
Yes.
You will receive much. Whenever you give, you will receive more than what you gave. But the problem is we have to believe it. I've been giving ever since I was born again. When I was born again at Mount Olive, every now and then, Pastor Pearson would say, the Lord says, bring your check and lay it on the table. And he will take care of you. I'm not asking you to do that. I'm just telling you what I've been through. So I gave. And when I gave, the Lord took care of me.
Yes, sir.
So because he took care of me is the reason why I'm not afraid to give. Do you hear what I'm saying? He says, give and it shall be. Not might be, but shall be. Well, it may not come overnight. And sometimes it does. But it just keep on giving. And when you keep on giving, the Lord will give it back to you. Do I have a witness? Well, let me tell you where I am. I have what I have because I give. And I'm not in the shaking yet. I'm not in the press down yet. I'm waiting for the press down. In other words, I'm expecting more from the Lord. The more you give, the more he'll give to you. I'm ready to press down, and I'm ready for it to shake over and run over. When you give, the Lord will take care of you. Don't worry about your bills. You'll have them next month. Don't worry.
Yes, sir.
Trust God. When you trust God, God will provide. Sometimes I tell you, the enemy make it difficult. There were some of those Sundays I didn't have that $100. But the Lord says, give. And I have to do what he says. I've come to realize it's only a test. He's trying to see if he can trust me with more. It's only a test. God tests us. The enemy, when you begin to give, the enemy begin to try to move stuff. To make you say, well, you know, I've been giving, but it seems like it's getting worse. Because the enemy knows how God's going to bless you. And if God begin to bless you the way the enemy knows he's going to bless you, you'll stop blaming God for some of the stuff that go wrong in your life. You'll stop scratching for pennies trying to make ends meet. Because God has a way of bringing the ends together. And if you're on a fixed income, your income's not fixed until the Lord fixes it. All of us on fixed income. I mean, if you make the same thing every week, that's a fixed income. And guess what? The older we get,
The fix.
If we don't have nothing in the bank,
That's right.
the less we gonna get.
I'm at that point now.
So scared to send me my statement. Last week I looked at it and I said I got to work till I'm 70 years old in order to get $1,000 a month.